Hi guys, welcome to Game Week 8 at Nathbet.com. Seems like a long time ago since I spoke to you last with the International Week. I think that's been 2 breaks so far this season. Hopefully there won't be too many more. But if we go back 2 weeks, we did have another fantastic win. The double came in, gives us 5 winning weeks out of 7. Now, if you judge a tipster by on results, then 50% is normally an excellent rate of making profit, but we're 5 out of 7, so we're well into the 70%, 71% I think we are success rate this season, so that's excellent. But we are greedy here, we do like to win more money, and let's go for 6 out of 8. That would be absolutely fantastic. I do think we've got some nice fixtures this week, so we'll go on with the double without further ado. And 2 sides in the championship that I'm tipping, both very strong, both undefeated at home. I'm tipping Reading and Nottingham Forest, both with home wins this week. Reading entertain Doncaster, Nottingham Forest entertain Bournemouth. Both guys are at 4-6. Both clubs are at 4-6 this week. Doncaster only won once on the road this season. Reading, I think, should be in the playoffs come the end of the year. Forest could be in the top 2. I think obviously Queen's Park Rangers are an absolute certainty for me, but Forest are going to be in or around there come the end of the season, that top 2, maybe 3rd spot, but they've definitely got a decent chance of automatic promotion. They entertain Bournemouth, who have lost 3 out of their 5 on their travels. Forest won 5 out of 6 at home, with 1 draw, undefeated. Reading also undefeated at home. So Reading to beat Doncaster, Forest to beat Bournemouth, both 4-6, gives us a 2-1 double to kick us off for the week. That's with Coral is the best price. And with a treble and a team that's absolutely flying at the moment. Okay, take the defeat at Manchester City away, which, you know, there's absolutely no problem at all. I mean, you can't argue with the quality that they've got at the Etihad. But we're going to go with Everton this week, and now entertain Hull City at home. They are a skinny price, but not as skinny as I would have thought. I would have thought they would have been more like 1-3, but probably because of Hull's good form as of late, they're actually only 1-2 in this game. And with the likes of Lukaku, who's absolutely banging form, smashing the goals in left, right and centre. I just think that Hull City, it's going to be too much for them. Like I say, they have had a good run of form. Excellent win at Newcastle a couple of weeks back, or 3 weeks back now. Draw against Aston Villa, but goals are their problem, and I don't see them scoring more than one maximum at Goodison Park. Everton, I think that goals run right the way through the side, from Leighton Baines right the way up through the midfield, and of course spearheaded by Mr. Lukaku, who is the striker in form. Absolute no-brainer for me, this one, guys. So we're going to start Everton off against Hull. Everton to beat Hull. Now, I'm tipping Brighton in the second game. Now, they're at Yeovil. Now, Brighton haven't... When looking back at their form, you might look at their form and say, well, why am I tipping them? They've only won 1 on the road this season. They've won 2 at home. Okay, they have only played 4 away this season. Only won 1, drawn 2, lost 1. Is their record, but it's more the opposition they're playing. That's Yeovil Town. Now, Yeovil are the whipping boys of this league. They could be gone, or they could be adrift by Christmas. And it's more on Brighton just playing. They've been a bit Jekyll and Hyde as of late, of just turning up, being a good day. They've had a little bit of rest now, obviously with the international break. I just think that quality over that will reign true at the end of the day, and I think they will beat Yeovil, even though they are on the road. Brighton 21-20, Yeovil 4 points all season. They're pretty much forlorn at the bottom. I don't think they're going to get anywhere near safety this season. So, like I say, we're going to take Brighton to beat Yeovil away from home. That is 21-20. I'm going to stick on the road in the Championship, guys. A lot of Championship games this week. They're the ones with the best value. And a team that beat Yeovil 4-1 at home. We've been threatening to do this for a while, actually, with a few unlucky results, and that's Middlesbrough. Now, Middlesbrough go to Barnsley. And they're available at 6-4. We're going to take them at 6-4. Now, thanks to Yeovil, Barnsley aren't the worst side in the league, but they're certainly second worst. They struggle as well at home and away. Middlesbrough actually, okay, they do sit mid-table in the league, but they have had some difficult fixtures, and they have played away pretty well away from home in some of the bigger games. Nottingham Forest. They were winning, and then they were 2-0 up, and they got pegged back to 2-2. They were winning at Wigan as well, and they ended up drawing that game as well. They are the serial draw specialists this season, last Middlesbrough. But I do think if they play in that kind of a vein, that they should have more than a chance to win at Barnsley. So 6-4 about Middlesbrough. If they are going to make any shakes in this league this season, they need to win games like this. So we're going to take them at 6-4. Gives us Everton, Brighton and Middlesbrough a 6.5 to 1. Pretty big price actually, 6.5 to 1 treble. And that's with Bet365 and Bet Victor. Okay, without further ado, let's go straight on to the fourfold this week, guys. Short, sharp, to the point this week. We're going to take Peterborough United. They have been fantastic in League One after the very unlucky relegation from the Championship last season, but they look like a certain return to the Championship. They are excellent at home against a Shrewsbury side who are winless on the road. I just think that Peterborough 8 to 13, gorgeous price. We're going to take them to beat Shrewsbury. Along with another side who is so strong at home. I can't believe that they're odds against, to be honest. Wolverhampton Wanderers against Coventry, 23 to 20. Wolves and Peterborough will be the sides that get promoted in League One, without a shadow of a doubt. And I just think that 23 to 20 about Wolves at home against anyone, let alone Coventry side, who aren't particularly good away from home. They've only won once on the road all season. So I don't know whether the bookmakers have got that right on, but I don't care. Nathbet don't care. The bigger price, the more money, the more profits. So we're going to take them 23 to 20. You might take them at 11 to 10 in some places, but we're going to take Wolves at home at Molineux to beat Coventry. And the last two games, we're going to go back into the Premier League. The first one, Manchester City are travelling to West Ham United. Now, I fancy Manchester City to get the job done here. Now, you might say, well, West Ham on the back of that 3-0 stunning win at Spurs that nobody expected. But West Ham, that's why West Ham are West Ham. They can go and do that, and then they can get beat at home. I say the following week, the following fortnight, obviously with the international break. And City just ooze clash. Okay, they've got players that have gone on international duty over the week, but so have West Ham. I mean, most Premier League players have these days. 80-90% of them are international. Which makes them why the Premier League is such a good league to be in. So I don't think they should have any fear about tying. I think both sets of sides will be tied, but obviously Man City with the squad depth that they've got at their disposal, and I do think that after a few shaky results, that City will get back to winning ways. 8 to 11 is the price away from home to beat West Ham United. We're going to take them to win that one. Now, the last one, I've saved it to last because maybe it's definitely the biggest price of the week, and you might not be too sold on it, but I'll just give you a bit of an explanation. We're going to take Fulham on the road, even though Martin Yol under a lot of pressure there. We're going to take them to beat Crystal Palace. It's a lot like my Yeovil and Brighton game, actually. Brighton haven't showed too much, but going to Yeovil, who are the worst side in that league, I do fancy them. I think Crystal Palace, it's the same for Palace. I think Palace are the worst side in this league by a country mile, to be honest. And these are the games that Palace will have to win, and Holloway obviously will have them fired up for this one. But with the likes of Dimitar Berbatov back, Scott Parker back, added to that, you put Darren Bent in there, Ruiz. They have got some decent players, Fulham, that should be able to get out of it. They will finish between mid-tail, probably 15th, 16th this year. I don't think they'll be out the relegation mire too early. I think they'll be there or thereabouts, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, around that time. But at the same time, they have got a lot of quality in that squad. And 9 to 5, so nearly 2 to 1 for them to go to Crystal Palace and win. I think it's a very nice price. So it does bump up our fourfold quite considerably. But we're going to take Fulham to go to Palace and win. Gives us a biggest one of the season, guys. 16 to 1 fourfold. And that's with Bet365. 2 to 1, 6.5 to 1, and 16 to 1 are your prices this week, guys. Get on board. We're 5 for 7. Let's make it 6 from 8. Long shot as well. And make sure you get all these bookie offers. Get through, click through Nathbet, put them on, and we'll see you next week. Hopefully, we will be 6 for 8. Will be fantastic form, won't it? All right, have a good one, guys. Enjoy your weekend. Bye bye.